अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी, वेलकम टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे अबाउट कैनेडा's visit visa and how you can apply for it, what steps you can take to avoid rejections. So if you're planning on applying for the Canadian visit visa in 2025 or 2026, this video is for you. So just a disclaimer, I am not an immigration consultant, I'm not an immigration lawyer. मैं आप लोगों के साथ जो चीज़ें भी शेयर कर रहा हूँ, those are purely based on my experiences. I've been to 35 plus countries. I've applied for multiple visas. So yeah, this is my take on what you can do to get that stamp on your passport. A very important thing that you should do is before applying for a Canadian visa, you should have some travel history. Like, you can visit UAE, you can visit Turkey, you can visit Malaysia, Singapore, you know, basically anywhere that you can go outside of Pakistan and have some sort of travel history so that the Canadian visa officer looks at your passport and thinks that, okay, fine, he's a tourist. He has been to this many countries and he has always returned back to Pakistan. So first off, let's understand what exactly is a visit visa. So when it comes to Canada, Canada issues four kinds of basic visit visas. Number one is for tourism, number two is for family visits, number three is for business visits, and number four is to attend events or conferences. The events themselves can be either a business event or a personal event like a wedding or a funeral, Allah maaf kare, or anything of sorts. So if you guys qualify for any of these four categories, you are most likely eligible to get a visit visa. तो जी चारों कैटेगरीज के लिए जो रिक्वायर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं वो मोर और लेस देयर बेसिकली द सेम, ठीक है। बट इस वीडियो के अंदर हम बेसिक जो आपको चारों कैटेगरीज के लिए डॉक्यूमेंट्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके ऊपर बात करेंगे एंड वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू गो इनटू कैटेगरी स्पेसिफिक डॉक्यूमेंट्स। सो नंबर वन, यू नीड टू हैव अ वैलिड पासपोर्ट। ऑनलाइन इट सेज कि वैलिडिटी जो है वो कम से कम 6 महीने की होनी चाहिए, बट आई वुड सजेस्ट टू हैव योर पासपोर्ट वैलिड फॉर एज लॉन्ग पीरियड एज यू कैन, बिकॉज कैनेडा जब इशू करता है वीज़ा तो वो पासपोर्ट की वैलिडिटी की बेसिस पे ऊपर ड्यूरेशन इशू करता है। सो फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ़ यू हैव अ 10-year वैलिड पासपोर्ट, कैनेडा विल इशू यू अ 10-year visit visa, so which is obviously an asset. Next, you need a digital photo because you submit the picture online on their portal. उसके बाद जी आपकी बैंक स्टेटमेंट चाहिए होती है फॉर द लास्ट 6 months विद बैलेंस मेंटेन्ड ऑफ एटलीस्ट 2 million फॉर अ सिंगल एप्लीकेंट एंड एटलीस्ट 3.5 million rupees for a family of 4. You would also need to show proof of employment or business, which basically includes a job letter, your salary slips, your NTN, your business registration. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish your ties to Pakistan. Other strong supporting documents would include a cover letter by you explaining what you do, what have you been doing in the last 5 years, what you intend to do when you go to Canada. This could also include your day-to-day itinerary, your hotel bookings, if you're booked any, your tentative return flight reservation, a sponsor letter if you have any relatives in Canada. They can write you a letter saying that, okay, fine, I'm taking responsibility for this person. He's going to come to Canada, he's going to visit, and then he's going to go back. So essentially, any and everything that can support your case that you're going to come back to Pakistan is essential for your application. So the application process itself is fairly simple. You go to the IRCC Canada website, you create an online account. It asks you a few questions. That is essentially the form itself. You fill it out, you upload all the required documents, you pay the fees. The visa fee, I believe, is $100 per application, and the biometric fee is around $85 per applicant. And then it's a wait game essentially. So now let's talk about common rejection reasons. On top of the list, obviously, would be no travel history or weak financial ties, no ties to your home country, low bank balance, incomplete documents, or sudden large deposits or withdrawals in your bank statement. I would suggest if any of these apply to you, do address them in your cover letter. So if you have a large deposit in your account, I would suggest to explain that in your cover letter that, this was a gift from my father, for example. So yeah, just keep all of these things in mind and I believe you should be good to go. अगर आपको कनाडा विजिट वीज़ा की कंप्लीट डॉक्यूमेंट चेकलिस्ट चाहिए so do comment down below. I'll upload it in the next video. And yeah, like, share and subscribe for more visa guides. All right, see you guys.